Just minutes ago, NASCAR finally unveiled the 2023 schedule. Today on Shifting Gears, we're going to break down everything that's coming in 2023. A few surprises, but not much has changed. Why? We'll break it on down today on Shifting Gears. I'm Alan Bailey, and before we get started, make sure that you smash that subscribe button to help support the channel and so you don't miss a video. And make sure that you log on to AmericanRacingNetwork.com for the latest on the schedule and on racing news in general. ARN, the Motorsports Authority. NASCAR unveiled the schedule, and it's not that I'm not impressed, it's just, honestly, after the last few years, we've seen a lot of wholesale changes in the schedule. But this year, a couple of cool ads that we already knew about going into the schedule release, so I'm questioning why it took so long for NASCAR to announce it. North Wilkesboro will be the All-Star race. Bristol Dirt is back on April 9th. The Chicago Street Course is going to take over Chicago on the 4th of July weekend. The road courses are back, including the Charlotte Roval, the Circuit of the Americas, and yes, the Indianapolis road course is back in August, with Sonoma in Northern California. You have Watkins Glen in New York in August. Here's a look at your 2023 NASCAR Cup Series schedule. The season unofficially starts on February 5th in Los Angeles at the Los Angeles Coliseum for the Clash. I was there in this year, actually, and it was phenomenal. If you have an opportunity to head out to Los Angeles to the Coliseum for this Clash race, do it, because it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So darn cool. It's going to be a two-day event. We'll see the duels the Thursday leading up to the Daytona 500 on February 16th. Then, obviously, the Daytona 500 kicking off on February 19th, Sunday. Then we're going to head out to Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California on February 26th for the final race on the 2-mile configuration, as they're going to be tearing that racetrack up, turning into a half-mile kind of hybrid between Bristol Motor Speedway with the high banks and the turns and Martinsville with the paperclip type layout. I actually think it's going to be a killer combination. I've seen the schematics. It should be exceptionally well done. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Then they're going to head out to Las Vegas for the West Coast Swing on March 5th, Phoenix on March 12th, then out to Atlanta on Sunday, March 19th. This might be a night race, as we don't have start times yet announced. I'm hoping for some Sunday night races. I think that's the way to go with NASCAR in the Cup Series. Then we head out to Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, COTA on Sunday, March 26th, then Richmond on Sunday, April 2nd, Martinsville on April 16th, Talladega on Sunday, April 23rd, then Dover for the only Dover race of the season. I'm bummed that they only have one date, but, you know, the crowd wasn't there for a second date. Kansas somehow keeps two dates. I don't know how. We have phenomenal racing out there, but just people don't go out to the fall race. We saw a dismal crowd this last weekend when they were out there, but first Kansas race is on May 7th. Then we head out to Darlington for the throwback weekend on Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day, actually, on May 14th. Then the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro. I cannot believe I'm saying that on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. Again, we don't have start times, but Sunday, May 21st, we're heading to North Wilkesboro. Then the Coke 600 on Memorial Day weekend, May 28th. Cup Series is back at Gateway in St. Louis at Worldwide Technology Raceway on Sunday, June 4th. Then Northern California, Sonoma for the June 11th race. Then an off week, and this is, I believe, where we're going to transition from Fox over to NBC. Then Nashville Superspeedway on June 25th. The Chicago Street Course, a first for NASCAR in downtown Chicago. 4th of July weekend, Sunday, July 2nd. It should be a blast. Then Atlanta. Hearing that this is probably going to be a night race on Sunday, July 9th. We'll wait and see. Sunday night racing, that part of the country, that time of the year, it's going to be very hot. So for the fans and drivers and everybody at the track, I hope it's a night race. Then New Hampshire on Sunday, July 16th. Pocono on Sunday, July 23rd. Richmond on for its second date on Sunday, July 30th. Again, no idea why Richmond has two dates. Michigan, who only has one date, on Sunday, August 6th. The Indianapolis Road Course is back on Sunday, August 13th. Watkins Glen, another road course, back-to-back road courses on Sunday, August 20th. Daytona wraps up the regular season on Saturday night, August 26th. The playoffs kick off at Darlington. The playoffs look exactly identical to how they are this year, with Darlington, Kansas, Bristol for the first round. Then the round of 12 go to Texas, Talladega, the Charlotte Roval for the cutoff. Then the round of 8 in Vegas, Homestead, Miami, Florida, Phoenix, and then Martinsville, and then we wrap up the season at Phoenix. Honestly, C- on NASCAR's part. I love North Wilkesboro. I love the Chicago Street Course. I love the Clash. I love the new stuff. But what I would have done is I would have moved the Sonoma race to the second or third race of the year. To be in that market, that time of the year. The track is gorgeous. It's green. If it rains, throw on some rain tires and we'll have some fun in the rain early on in the season. And I would have moved COTA to where Sonoma is in the middle of the summer. I think it makes more sense, but that's just me. I would have shaken the playoffs off entirely. I don't think Kansas deserves a second date. I don't think it needs to be in the playoffs. I really don't think that the only race in Texas needs to be in the playoffs. That could be middle of the summer, right leading into, the tail end of the regular season. It's not a playoff race. That track is garbage, and no. I love Vegas in there. I love the Charlotte Roval. I love Talladega. Love Darlington kicking everything off. I love Bristol being, the first elimination race. That's all cool. But yeah, and I actually do like the Bristol Dirt Race too. But overall, C- on NASCAR's part. Looking at your 2023 NASCAR Xfinity Series schedule, season starts at Daytona, then heads out to Auto Club, Vegas, Phoenix. Basically the Cup schedule right there for the first 4 weeks. I dig it. Then Atlanta, COTA, Richmond, Martinsville, Talladega, Dover, Darlington, Charlotte. Then they head up to Portland on Saturday, June 3rd, the first kind of standalone race. I do think that racetrack does need a lot of infrastructure changes to it, but overall, I actually dig that track. I think it's really cool for NASCAR to be in that part of the country. I have some family who live up there, and they're excited. I know a lot of our Canadian friends come down for that race too, so I'm really excited about that one. And then you go from that road course out to Sonoma, which is near that track. So I'm wondering why they put that race there, knowing that the same fan could potentially go to Portland and Sonoma. So NASCAR planning, I'm looking at you weird on that one. You're asking people to go to 2 races back to back. Same with Auto Club Vegas, Phoenix. Those are all within driving distance of me, and to pick and choose, it's tough. It's tough. I know that the teams like it logistically, but the fans, not so much. Then Nashville Superspeedway, they're at the Chicago Street Course for the Xfinity Series as well. Very excited about that. Atlanta on Saturday, July 8th. We will head out to New Hampshire. Pocono, Road America, which I love Road America. I'm glad that NASCAR is still going there, even though the Cup Series lost that date. Michigan Indy Road Course, Watkins Glen, Daytona. Their playoffs don't start till a little later, so Darlington and Kansas actually wrap up the regular season for the Xfinity Series. The playoff races are Bristol, Texas, Charlotte Roval, then Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, and Phoenix. So it's a very interesting playoff schedule for them, but I actually dig it. I wish that we all started the playoffs at the same time, but you get the problem you run into with the Truck Series where it takes 3 months to run the first round of the playoffs. So it's a little interesting, but overall, B- on this schedule. I think it could have been better with splitting up Portland, and I just back-to-back road courses, it seems like a bit much to me. Spread the love, man. Spread the love. And even though the West Coast swing is designed for guys like me who live in Southern California, not a fan. I wish that would be spread out a little bit more for the fans who live in the Southern California, Vegas, Phoenix areas, so that they have the opportunity to afford to go to all 3 races, because to go to all 3 of these races back to back to back is a grind, and even hardcore fans like me do not enjoy that. Back to back races is tough, but 3 in a row, it's killer, man. It's really hard on you. not only financially, but to get on the road and to find a place to stay. Financially, emotionally, it's a lot. So it's a month of essentially going to NASCAR races. So, I'd like to see that schedule be changed up a little bit. The West Coast swing, I think, was cool, but I think it's an experiment that, the West Coast swing is cool, but at the same time, it kind of, I think diminishes fans' interest in NASCAR, because it's just like, oh, I'm not gonna, after, spending $300, $400, $500 to go to Auto Club Speedway, don't know if if I'm a family of 4, don't know if I necessarily want to pony up the same money to go to Vegas the very next week, on top of the hotel room, the gas getting out there. It's a whole thing to think about. Craftsman is back, baby! I'm excited. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series returns in 2023. They kick off their season at Daytona. Then they head out to Vegas. Only one race on the West Coast swing for them, which is kind of their tradition. Then Atlanta, then COTA, Texas, the Bristol Dirt, which I'm excited about, Martinsville, Kansas, Darlington. They're racing North Wilkesboro for a points-paying race. I absolutely love it, man. That is so darn cool. The week before Charlotte, very, very, very cool. Worldwide Technology out at Gateway St. Louis. Looking forward to that one. Nashville, Mid-Ohio, which I absolutely love that track. Pocono, Richmond. Then the playoffs kick off at Lucas Oil Raceway, IRP. I absolutely love it, Indianapolis. I think the Xfinity Series should be racing out there. And honestly, maybe the Cup Series would actually put on a good show out at that race. Then they head out to Milwaukee. Very cool. Kansas, Bristol, not dirt. Then Talladega, Homestead, Miami, and their season wraps up at Phoenix on November 3rd. I'll be honest. I think that this might be the best schedule out of all of them. Sincerely, this or the Xfinity Series. I'm not impressed. I'll be very honest. I think that the Truck Series might actually be the best schedule out of all 3 of the schedules. Don't like the Cup Series schedule. The Xfinity schedule, like I said, B-, but I got to give this a solid A-. Sincerely. There's no such thing as perfect, but this comes pretty darn close to it. No, you don't get Knoxville or Eldora, but you do have the Bristol Dirt Race. You have North Wilkesboro on here. You got Lucas Oil. You got Milwaukee. You got Mid-Ohio. Everything's kind of spread out, and it doesn't feel oversaturated by one type of racetrack, with the intermediates kind of spread out. Vegas, Atlanta are similar, but Atlanta is more super speedway than anything. So in that regard, I kind of wish that race was pushed away from Daytona a little bit, but there is a separation there. But overall, everything's a little bit different. You don't have one racetrack that's similar to the next, bleeding into one another, with the exception of maybe Worldwide Technology, Nashville, but Mid-Ohio kind of breaks that up before we head to Pocono. Richmond, very different. Lucas Oil, very different than Milwaukee. Similar but different. Kansas is going to give you that 1.5 mile great racing. Bristol is going to be drama all the way before you head to Talladega. Homestead, Miami in the playoffs is just a killer move by NASCAR. Sincerely, I absolutely love it. And they'll head out to Phoenix on November 3rd to wrap up the season. So, honestly, I dig this schedule. I really do. I think that this is actually phenomenally good for NASCAR, this Truck Series schedule, especially North Wilkesboro, but I'm not in love with the Cup schedule. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about the 2023 schedule. Doing the video a little bit differently here today. But I want to hear what you have to say, so leave it in the comments down below. What do you think of the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series schedule? The fact that Craftsman back just it warms my heart, y'all. I'm sincerely really excited that Craftsman's back, not just because I have a thing for red, but because that's my childhood. I remember when that series started, and I've been following the Truck Series ever since, and I'm very excited now that the drama of Camping World is gone. Make sure that you log on to AmericanRacingNetwork.com for the latest motorsports news, and make sure that you mash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up as well, and let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the 2023 NASCAR Cup, Xfinity, and Truck Series schedule? Let me know in the comments down below. For Shifting Gears, I'm Alan Bailey. We'll see you out at the track. Bye, Gearheads.